nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. Stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 lunch. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off and go. Only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket. Rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try. So we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80
Okay, and now we're talking. Why are my headphones so far down on my forehead? Okay, yes, sorry about that. This is not Notorious Unscripted. My bad, bruh. That one's really on me, man. Fuck. I just noticed it and I'm looking at it. I'm like, huh. But yeah, sorry about that. Well, anyway, we're here with... Wait, okay, this is the right one. What is going on, guys? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious Hills Podcast, man. And we are back on here with episode 70, man. We've been doing this shit for 70 weeks. 70 weeks so far. Can you believe it?
Shit, that's crazy.
It is, man, it is. But, yeah, man, we've been doing this show for 70 weeks already, man. But, hey, like I said, man... If this is your first time watching, guys, do not know how this show works, man. Every Monday, we're on here with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday, we are on here with the news, man. And we are on here today with just that, man. We're bringing you guys the news today. And on this episode, we have a lot to talk about. Not so much big things, not crazy things. A couple big stories here and there, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah,
But, yeah, man, also, if this is your first time watching, guys, do not know who we are here at the Notorious Hills Podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show, and as for the other half, we got my man, Sir K here. How's it going, man?
it's going good, man. It's going good. Just chilling out, doing shit. Got the family over. Other than that, it's chilling, bro. I'm chilling. Watch SmackDown, barely fucking paid attention. And then watched Rampage, and I missed the first part until the end of that first match. Man,
Yeah.
that's a new fucking with me, man. I can't wait to talk about that on Unscripted, man. But other than that, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. What about you, man? How have you been?
Man, crazy day, man. Crazy day. Yeah. So start off the day, hanging out with the lady. Obviously, listeners of the podcast, man, know that is my typical Friday morning. And ended up snagging some AEW All Out Fan Fest tickets for the Friday. The Friday, the day one. That's the one that has live meet and greets and stage shows. So, hey man, if we could get in there, I don't know if they I think they do. I've seen videos where they do it before, but I don't know if they pass the mic around to like ask the wrestlers questions or anything, man. But listen, if there's any stages with CM Punk on it, I gotta ask my man some questions, man. But I gotta ask him the hard I gotta ask him the hard hitting questions, man. Did you sign a 67-year deal with Vince McMahon? Is it true or was that fake? That's a
But,
yeah.
With those tickets, bro. Sorry, I did not wake up. I just woke up.
Oh, no.
Seen you. I woke up at 11, and then all of a sudden, I woke up at 1. I was like, oh shit. I woke up to your text, man. My bad. I was like, my bad, bro. Fuck, I felt like such a dick.
Yeah.
Totally missed it.
Yeah, I was up since 8. Obviously I started to kind of notice when like 10:30 came around, and 11 o'clock came around, and I just wanted to see how much they were. With the meet and greets and stuff like that, I swear to God, I thought it was gonna be like $200. I thought.
Same, bro.
I genuinely thought it was gonna be like $200. The tickets, well, for day 2, which to me looked like, I mean, it was longer, so I could see why they'd be more expensive, but they were only $20 more for day 2. They were $60 for the Saturday one, and then that one goes from 10 a.m. to 6. But obviously, I wanted to go to the one, and you did too, with that had the live meet and greets.
Exactly.
So, and the meet and greets and the live stage shows, not the fucking live meet and greets. I don't even know what that means. But the meet and greets and the live stage shows, they were $40. They were $40, and I figured you were still sleeping, so I kind of just crossed my fingers. I was like, I hope he wants them. So I ended up just grabbing them for us. Turns out you did, but
I did.
but yeah. Well, it wasn't even a panic, but I wasn't sure because I actually looked just before we came on, and they were. I don't know if they sell out. I don't know if they sell out, or I don't know if they sell as many as they can. But
I would think.
yeah, I don't know, man. But hopefully we get to see like the Brody Memorial and stuff. I hope we get to see all that. I'm so pumped. So we'll be going down to Schaumburg 3 times. We're gonna have a busy week, all out week.
Busy as hell.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna go home and watch SmackDown that night. It's SmackDown's gonna be lame as fuck to watch.
Bro, it's lame as fuck to watch every week. But imagine when we're on an AEW high and we're just so pumped up from the day we had, and we're gonna have to come home and watch SmackDown, bro.
Oh man.
Oh hell no, that shit's gonna be whack. Well,
This shit, no Cena on it. Oh man, that SmackDown's gonna be ass.
unbelievable, man. Cena has genuinely been a great part of the show, man. I mean, and the reason I say that is because Roman is usually the obviously the best part of the show. The one week I accidentally said Roman Reigns when I was naming off the 3 brands. That's how important. I said NXT, Raw, and Roman Reigns, and that dead ass slipped out of my mouth. And I said, in that moment, you might as well just name the fucking brand Roman Reigns at this point. But what makes Cena such a great part of that show is he looks like somebody who stands a chance against Roman.
Exactly.
He doesn't look like a complete moron next to him. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. But I wasn't sure if you're having mic problems or not. But yeah, man.
No, I just had to fix my glasses.
Oh, I got you. I fucking hate that. But anyway, yeah, he's been a great part. But brief thoughts on Rampage. Obviously, we're gonna get into it Monday, but just real quick. Aside from the first match, I mean, it was a good match. Don't get me wrong, but aside from that ending, I loved it. I love the vibe of the show. Love Mark Henry's presence. He had a huge presence on the show. I like him being there. It reminded me of a 1 hour NXT, man. It really did, of old. Aside from AEW's fucking their golden goose. I don't even know what to call him at this fucking point.
Literally.
But we'll get into that Monday. Look, we'll get into that Monday, man. But yeah, brief thoughts on Rampage, man. What did you think?
I liked it, bro. I really liked it. Like, it's refreshing to get seeing only an hour long, simple to digest show. You'll love to see it. I mean, Dynamite's already easy to digest, but it's totally different when it's just a simple 1 hour, couple matches, a nice moment.
Feel good moment, yeah.
Hell, bro. It's always, especially on Fridays, what I had to watch before that simple ass episode of Rampage, it was fucking SmackDown. So barely paid attention to it anyway. The fuck, man. But yeah, bro, Rampage wasn't bad. I liked it, and really excited to see next week, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So obviously, I was still talking about my day, but AEW FanFest, grab those tickets, man. And then we went to look for a new car for myself, and it went very good, man. It went very good. But other than that, came home, watched SmackDown, and was absolutely dead of life. Other than the Roman and Cena part, like, who the fuck said this? I think it was Jesse from JD's show. He said, I tune into the beginning of SmackDown, and then I tune in for the end, because nothing happens in the middle. And I thought about that, their last review they did, and I was like, huh. So, when I got home, when we came home from the car place, I watched the first segment. I went, cleaned my room, took a shower, and came back for the last segment, and that was it. That was it, man. Well, I did see the IC title match, but yeah, other than that, God, it was just dead of life. And then I watched Rampage. Another thing, just to mention to you guys, next week, this is not going to be every week, but this week, because it was the first episode, man, and next week, because of rumors, we will be on at 10 o'clock. We're going to watch Rampage, and then we will be on here talking about it. Obviously, if Punk debuts, that will be in the news, so we will most likely talk about that first. Our adrenaline will probably still be high as a fucking kite. So, yes. So, 10 o'clock tomorrow, not 9 o'clock. Not next Friday, but the following Friday, we'll be back to 9 o'clock, because that's just some regular-ass episode of Rampage, I believe. And then there's the one in Chicago, but the other one in Chicago. But, yeah, man. So, without any further ado, on to the news. And I think we're going to start this off with the one thing, one of the things on the thumbnail, man. Mr. Keith Lee, Father Lee. He's in the news. Why is Keith Lee in the news, you may ask? I don't know why he's in the news in 2021. I don't know. But here we go, man. Well, on a serious note, Keith Lee did provide an update. He did provide an update. He spoke like he said he was going to about why he was gone so long, and pretty much, this is literally 3 pages long. I'm not gonna read this whole thing to you guys, but pretty much what he talked about was he contracted COVID. He did not appreciate the fans blaming Mia Yim for giving him COVID. I guess she never contracted it until the last week he had it or something like that, and he was thanking her because she gave up her spot in the Royal Rumble. He was back on TV. Then he was taken off again because he had here we go. I don't know exactly. Okay. The next day I got a call saying there was something off in my blood. Some people may have experienced this thing where there's like an inflammation in the heart or lungs. For me, it was the heart, and it led to very scary times. I was basically forbidden from training or any activity outside of a light walk. There was a fear that doing more than just that, there was a chance that I could just up and pass away. For 3 or 4 months, this was the case. I had several MRIs on my heart. By the way, I don't fit in those machines. It was terrible. My shoulders really struggled with that, but we had to do what we had to do, right? He said that, and then that is pretty much what he talked about. Pretty much that is the general consensus on what he said. He had a inflammation in his heart or lungs, and
yeah,
that's very scary. Obviously, super scary thing, man. And I'm glad he's okay. He is genuinely one of the best that we have. Obviously not his current booking, but we all know what is, it's like Ricochet. Obviously not as bad. We hate Ricochet because of the way he's getting booked. You know what I mean? And not that we hate him, we just think he's unbearable. You know what I mean? And it's because of the way he's booked. But deep down, obviously, we know he's one of the best. Even though it could be hard to remember at times, he is one of the best we have. But like I was saying, man, Keith Lee is one of my favorite performers. I absolutely adore Keith Lee. He is just tremendous, man. The guy is a generational talent, in my opinion. And this is super scary, man. And I'm glad everything got cleared up. But my main thing with this was, why does WWE always have to do shit like this that kind of just makes themselves look like the bad guys here? Because they don't say shit. Keith Lee's saying he can't tell us anything. So what is that going to make us think? It's going to make us think WWE management is going to be pissed off at him if he opens his mouth about anything.
Exactly.
And it's like, honestly, all they had to say, like, I understand it's not our business if he has an inflammation and stuff, but the least you could have did is cover it up with Keith Lee's out with an injury. He's out with a medical injury in his blood. Or you don't even have to say that. Just an injury. That's literally all you have to say. And Keith Lee has an injury and he's out of action till further notice. That's literally all they had to say to clear themselves up, to not make them look like dicks. And I don't know why he couldn't say that. Like I said, this is just WWE just blatantly making themselves look like a bad guy for months. We were pissed off because we thought that they just up and took this man off television when all they had to do was, that week he was on Raw, I believe he got beat up by Bobby Lashley. All they had to do was come out the next week and say Keith Lee got taken out of that match because of an injury. Or, you know what I mean? So that's all they had to do, you know what I mean, to clear themselves out of the dirt, you know what I mean? But anyway, man, I'm glad he's okay. And yeah, man, like I said, he's special, man. He's special. Definitely a good thing that he's healthy, man. He's an incredible talent for sure.
Truly, man. It was so nice to see that Keith Lee's, healthy and whatnot, man. And that shit just sucks, man. That going through all that COVID, fucking inflammations, and then having to come back to Raw, man. It's just,
bruh.
It sucks. That's how he had to come back to, bro. After all that shit he had to go through, he had to come back to Monday Night Raw. Come on, bro. But man, feel bad for Keith Lee, but I'm glad he's okay, man. But like, WWE did not help themselves in the situation, because clearly the way Keith Lee has been talking about it, he's been saying it like WWE does not want him to say anything.
Right. Exactly.
Say, like you said, at least the bottom line, just say something medical comes up, Keith Lee will be out of action until further notice. That's literally all you have to say, and they didn't, and he's just not on TV, so we're fucking theorizing, because with this company, that's the logical.
That's normal. Yeah.
With this company, half the time someone's out, it's for a bullshit reason. And when they're actually out with an injury, they cover it up with just, when someone gets COVID, just, they're injured. Skull fracture. Remember when they kept doing that shit?
Oh my god. These fucking...
covered up with some fatal-ass injury.
Bro, there was McIntyre. Yeah, McIntyre suffered a skull fracture. Kofi Kingston suffered, oh my god.
Leg, right? Wasn't it like a broken leg or some shit?
Oh no, it was
I think it was something with his knee. I remember it was an injury that took like 12 weeks to heal, is what they said.
Yeah, apparently he had COVID, and they said they said he tore his shoulder off, like he tore his shoulder clean off the bone, and he was back in 2 months. Like, what the fuck? That's just like when it's just like a couple years ago when they said they said the same thing with Strowman, that he completely popped his shoulder completely out of its socket, and he was back in a month. Like, what the fuck? But
3 weeks later, he was on TV.
But the best one was definitely the Drew McIntyre skull fracture. That fucking fatal ass injury.
Literally, bro.
And he's back in 3 weeks, bro. Like, what the fuck? Oh man.
Like, come on, bro. Tell me about a skull fracture, but like, you couldn't say anything. Just say something medical. We'll understand then. We hear some medical. We're just, oh man, I hope he's good soon. Hope he's good to come back soon. That's all we'll
Right.
say. They had us out here theorizing and shit. What do you expect?
And the reason we're theorizing is because that kind of shit is normal in WWE. Them just randomly pulling people from TV.
And just
You
doing
know,
shit
happens
for
all the
those
time.
reasons. Happened with KO. Lose
Yep.
the weight or lose the push. He lost
Wyatt.
the push. Wyatt. Like,
Matt Hardy.
Shit happens like that all the fucking time. And like, I'm not putting any blame on me yet, but it did not help that she was fucking getting pissed at the fans for asking. It's none of your business. Yes.
Yeah, no.
Details are none of our business, but at least give us a general reason, because we're curious and we love Keith Lee. That's why we kept saying every fucking unscripted when we talked about Raw, Keith Lee, just where is Keith Lee? And Bray Wyatt, but
Yeah.
with that, where's Keith Lee? Because we want to see him. We wanted to see him. Finally saw him. That's poor guy. Shit, you go through that, you can go through worse shit on Raw. But like, at least we're seeing him now.
Yeah.
But man, that sucks for Keith Lee, man. But I'm so glad he's fucking safe and healthy, bruh. And I just hope that I hope they know I hope they realize what they have with Keith Lee, man. After that happens with them, I would fucking push that man and never let him go. You know what I mean? So hopefully they start to treat Keith Lee right. Cause man, I miss him on TV. Glad to see him back, man. But they gotta be doing better on their part with Keith Lee. But I'm glad he's healthy, man. And that shit just sucks, man. That shit really does suck, man. But glad he's
Absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely. We could literally have one piece of AEW news, so I'm not gonna go over that one next. And it's honestly just more Tony Khan hints, but here we go, man. Per Andrew Zarian, Matman podcast, WWE will be bringing back the King of the Ring. Man, they are really pissed off at Charlotte Flair this year to run alongside the Queen of the Ring tournament, with both finals taking place at WWE's Saudi Arabia show in October. Okay, never mind. Maybe they're not mad at Charlotte Flair. What's that?
When is this shit gonna start? Cause October's coming up fast already. It's fucking August, damn near September.
Then
Better
again,
get the ball rolling on that shit.
then again, WWE most likely will do an 8-man tournament, not a 16-man.
That is true. They do
But
those
then again,
little bitty ass tournaments.
the reason shit like this sucks is because this is what I hate what WWE does. They make one side of the bracket SmackDown and the other side Raw. So essentially, we're just getting a bunch of rematches. We're getting a bunch of rematches that lead up to the finals, and those end up being the two most uninteresting people ever. You know what I mean? As for
This is your excuse to do brand warfare.
And like, exactly, bro, exactly. And for these Saudi Arabia shows, why are you just doing the finals there? Just do the whole tournament. You know what I mean? I don't know about having a Queen of the Ring, but do the King of the Ring and just do the whole tournament in one night. It's cool. You could build sympathetic babyface figures through that. You could build monster heels. Maybe not monster heel. Well, you could, but you could build good heels. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Exactly.
those dumb fucks, you know, don't know any better anyway, but still, you know what I mean? You could still build a sympathetic babyface figure that, you know, builds himself all the way up to the finals or some shit, you know, but,
Exactly.
I mean,
I don't know who it could be, but like,
and then as for the Queen of the Ring, so without reading this fully, I said they must be mad at Charlotte Flair because when I seen this news, I thought that meant they were canceling Queen of the Ring, but obviously you guys just seen as I was reading it. Apparently they're still planning to do that too, so I don't know. Maybe Charlotte and Andrade will get both of the crowns. LOL. Fucking
Bruh.
idiots. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Wait.
Who's gonna win King of the Ring? Knowing WWE, it'll be Baron fucking Corbin.
I hope not, man.
Um,
I hope not.
I don't know. I don't know who King of... Well, first off, let's get this out of the way. There needs to be a prize for getting King of the Ring. And that prize is not wearing a fucking cape for the next 2 years. The prize is not having a new gimmick. The prize is a title shot at a big show. They took Hell in a Cell away, so... And they probably won't do it at Survivor Series.
Big show is the Rumble, so... The fuck?
Or their New Year's pay-per-view. I could do...
Oh yeah, they are doing a New Year's pay-per-view. They could probably do it there. Man.
Well, honestly, I guess that should tell us all there is no plan for the winner of this. It is just
There's not.
because if it's in October, like if they put obviously Royal Rumble set up for Mania, nothing's really set up for SummerSlam. Put that motherfucker in the middle of the summer. King of the Ring wins title match. Not only the King of the Ring, but the title match at champion of their choosing at SummerSlam. Simple.
Exactly.
Fucking simple.
Something like that, bro.
Obviously, with WWE's logic, Goldberg probably would have ran through everybody in the goddamn tournament in front of a bunch of mindless fucking runts.
Swear, bro.
But yeah, man. I mean, this is set for October, and the fact that it's in October just lets you know there is nothing planned, nothing whatsoever planned for anybody that is even in the tournament, let alone the winner. But yeah, man, unbelievable.
Yeah, man. Oh, are you done?
Huh? Oh yeah.
Okay, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, this King of the Ring. Just look what happened with Corbin, bro. This motherfucker won that thing for no goddamn reason and held the King gimmick for 2 years. Did fucking absolutely nothing with it. And now look at him. His gimmick is literally a fucking homeless man that steals shit. Apparently Drew McIntyre's story was right after tonight. Motherfucker is a thief. Man. Who could win that thing? I don't know. I mean, he's been nothing since he lost to Roman. So maybe Cesaro? Maybe.
Hey,
They won't
Kevin Owens.
do it, but Cesaro was a king of wrestling.
Where the fuck has he been?
Get it? That's why I had him.
Motherfucker could have been on Rampage tonight.
Literally.
Fucking dork.
Could have been on
I hope your passion was worth it.
Passion. How do you have passion at this fucking point? I would, man. Oh, that motherfucker is not. But besides Cesaro, who the fuck could win this thing? Big E's already got the briefcase, so he would have been a good winner. But he's got the briefcase.
Cesaro, Owens,
Who's on this roster?
Edge.
Owens, maybe.
I could see them giving it to Edge. I could so see
I
that.
can so see them give. I can easily see that shit. Easily see that shit, man. Maybe someone from NXT, but Gargano's about to be gone.
He's over 30.
Fucking.
He's small.
He is over 30 too, so.
He's a midget.
So.
Fucking.
Ciampa.
He's a midget too. He's a midget.
Oh yeah.
And he's over 30.
Damn. Shit. Who the fuck isn't over 30?
I got a great theory about that one, man. But we'll get onto that.
I mean, how old is Almost? Is he over 30?
Let's see.
I think he is.
Omos.
32 or some shit.
Jordan Omagbehin. He's 27. Oh, there's your winner.
Yeah. There's your winner, bro. It's gonna be Omos.
Omos.
What you wanna call him? He's winning. He's under 30, and he's tall. That's all you need in this company, apparently. So
He's
winning
got
that
it.
thing. Even
He's
though
7.
fucking Joe is over 30 and he's about to fucking be the champion. Makes no sense.
Good God. Yeah, man, but I don't know who they could have win this thing, but all they need to know is all they need to know is do not bring this back in October. Bring this shit back in the middle of the summer and have that give you a beeline towards SummerSlam. Plain and simple.
Exactly.
Plain and simple. And do it every year. Don't do
And
it whenever you feel like it because you're tired of it.
Literally. Exactly. Come on, man. You do fucking these gimmick matches on the yearly, so you could do this on the yearly. Come on, man. Come on. It's not rocket science, man. But for the women, I mean, besides Charlotte, who the fuck would win this thing besides Charlotte? And shit's not looking too hot for her right now. So if she isn't winning it, don't tell me I'm gonna have to see Nikki Cross win that thing. Don't fucking or Alexa, Lily, bro. Imagine Saudi Arabia's reaction to Alexa Bliss.
They'd probably shoot her.
Assassinate her. They're gonna assassinate that chick if they see her ass, bro. Or fucking Nikki Cross saying she's a superhero. I mean, she is in full body clothing, so they actually might accept that. Man, what the fuck? Why in Saudi, bro?
She is. I thought you could see her shoulders. Really? I thought you could see Nikki Cross's shoulders. Let me see. Out of that suit.
Can you?
Oh yeah, you can.
And that's it. She about to have patchwork added on. God damn.
Can they show their face, or do they gotta wear a ski mask?
No, they can show their face.
Oh,
I
okay.
think
Just wearing a
only
ski
women in
mask.
religion have to show face, but they don't like seeing any part of the body other than the face. So they remember when fucking Natalia and whoever the fuck was the other one.
Oh yeah, they weren't wearing ski masks.
They were.
No, I said, oh yeah, they weren't wearing ski masks. They're just out there in ski masks.
Can't see shit. Just watching.
It's like hanging off their face, and like the fucking eye holes aren't even lined up to their eyes.
God. Like, we're not doing this now. You couldn't have done this before SummerSlam, especially on the Raw side, where you have nothing planned for SummerSlam.
Exactly.
You could have had fucking Kofi or Xavier Woods, whichever one you prefer, win the fucking King in the Ring, face Lashley, Biggie cashes in at SummerSlam. Boom. Your Raw side is booked, and your SmackDown side was booked from the beginning with Roman and Cena. So you have your SummerSlam booked, but now we have to see Goldberg. Come on, bro. It's not rocket science.
Yeah, it really isn't, man. It really isn't. And you have Big E cash in at SummerSlam, and from that moment on, you have a general idea of what you're going to do from SummerSlam all the way till Mania. You just build that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? The story's written for you at that point. But
Come on.
anyway, oh yeah. Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say, isn't that draft coming up soon? But they moved it, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Motherfuckers.
Let's see. Okay. We'll go over this AEW news. Alright, man. This is a short one, but interesting comments by TK. Tony Khan has mentioned that more details will be revealed on the first episode of Rampage during tonight's Dynamite, noting that he thinks everyone knows what to expect when it comes to the second episode of Rampage on August the 20th, which is rumored to include the debut of CM Punk. And I quote, "Furthermore, we'll hear a little bit more about what's coming on Rampage. It's going to be a huge card. And tonight we'll establish more on what's coming on the premiere episode of Rampage. Of course, I think everyone knows what to expect on the second episode of Rampage, which is titled The First Dance, and I expect the anticipation will continue to build." Ladies and gentlemen, what if it's not CM Punk? What if it is
I don't
the
think-
American Dragon, DB?
I think it might
Because
be-
Punk or Adam Cole is facing Omega in the main event of All Out.
one of the two.
I'd rather see Adam Cole. I'd rather see Adam Cole. Punk. Hangman. God damn, this could all. Come on, bruh. What are we doing? What are we doing, bruh? What the fuck are you waiting for? This could be so much easier if Hangman just won the godforsaken championship in the main event of All Out, bruh. Come on,
Everything
man.
would be simpler.
It would, because
And
you
the main
set
event-
up...
Their main event scene is opened up.
Because if you had Punk come in, face Kenny, probably beat Kenny for the AEW World title, then you have Hangman and CM Punk, yeah, but Hangman still did never get to Kenny. So, once again, you're just leaving a huge hole in the story that does not need to be there. Yeah, man, it really, really does not. It really does not, man. Like I said, you're leaving a huge, huge loophole in the story, and it does not need to be there whatsoever. But I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't know what they're doing. I really think,
Seriously, man.
but like I said, this could not be CM Punk. Will it be? Maybe. I'm kind of starting to lean more that way, but then again, who knows? They could be being upfront with this, like you guys already know, or they could be completely trolling us. But we'll just have to wait and see, man. But interesting comments from TK, man. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting episode of Rampage next week for sure.
Exactly, bro. Definitely interesting. And the more they keep saying like Punk references and whatnot, the more I think it's gonna be Brian, bro. Especially from what Punk said. We'll get to that later, probably. But man, what Punk said in that interview about Daniel Bryan. Come on, bro. I think it's gonna be Daniel Bryan next week at Rampage, man. I hope it is, cause man, I want to see CM Punk live. I don't care how I sound. I paid for all the tickets. I want to see the motherfucker live. Debut live, mainly.
Mm-hmm.
But man, but I really want to see. Like, I want to hope left, man. But interesting comments by Tony Khan, man. He knows what he's doing, man. He knows what he's doing to these fans, man. But like you said, they could either be really upfront about this shit and just admitting it, or they could be fucking with us and it could be someone else, bro. I'm leaning towards Brian, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, man. It's going to be very, very interesting to see. Like I said, it could be either one. Honestly, I feel like I'm leaning towards Brian, but then again, you never know. These people just might want to be upfront, and here he is, But they keep bringing up the best in the world. Brian used to call himself the best in the world a very long time ago, man. A very long time ago. And
Exactly.
this could be a double swerve. They did it with Brody Lee and Matt Hardy. They could bring out both of these motherfuckers. They could. They could bring out both of these motherfuckers. I could see Darby Allin making an open challenge to face the best in the world, CM Punk. We already know they're going to be chanting the shit out of it. Brian comes out. Brian beats Darby. Punk comes out, lifts Darby up, or helps him up and challenges him to a match at All Out. I could see it. I could see it, man. I could see a double swerve. The fans will be going nuts. And it'll be a great moment on television, bro. It will. It'll be a great moment. But for All Out, they really need to get their shit together. I don't know what's going to happen on this damn pay-per-view. I don't... Other than...
I have no fucking clue.
What's legitimately confirmed? Pac and Andrade and Cage and Omega. Who are the Bucks facing? Who is Miro facing? Who is Britt Baker? Well, Probably Chris Statlander, but we don't know that yet. Who the hell is she facing? What is Malachi Black doing? I mean,
Looks facing.
That's the biggest one, man. And we are 23 days out from this event. So we are about 3 Dynamites away from All Out. They really need to pick it up. They really need to pick it up with this.
With this build.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, man. But interesting comments there by Tony Khan.
Definitely.
All right, man. WWE 2K22. This game is reported to be a wrestling fans wrestling game. Okay, here we go. Brian Mazkiw, I don't know, Brian of Forbes, Brian from Forbes, recently revealed more details regarding the development process of the game. According to sources, the gameplay is said to be fantastic and is truly a wrestling fan's wrestling game. Motherfucker, the gameplay was never the problem. The gameplay was great. The gameplay was smooth. The gameplay was good. The gameplay was always good from 2K. That wasn't the problem.
No.
And I quote...
It's shit to fucking do.
And I quote, Brian from Forbes says this: I've actually spoken with the people who have good knowledge of the game and understand what's happening from a development standpoint, and what I'm told about the gameplay at this point is that it is fantastic. That is actually the word that was used for the latest build. The people who were playing the latest build have said the gameplay is fantastic. Anybody who is talking about gameplay at this point is somewhat close to 2K. So you've got to take it with a grain of salt. But I have been told that the gameplay is playing fantastic. Okay, we fucking get it. This guy said this shit like 3 times in this whole...
Literally shit.
And the gameplay engine is completely rebuilt. I've also heard that the controls are much cleaner than they have ever been before. Now, what cleaner means, I don't know, but the last thing I heard is this: it feels like a wrestling fan's wrestling game. You don't put GM mode in. All he's saying here, okay, all this motherfucker's saying here is the gameplay is fantastic. The gameplay was always, I wouldn't say it was fantastic, but it was good. It was good. It was above average. I liked it. It was smooth, especially 19. 19 was very good. 19 had a very
smooth.
Yeah, very smooth gameplay. I liked it a lot. It was good. It was very good. It was a very good game, man. I don't know why they completely rebuilt the gameplay engine, but I mean, if it's going to be even better, it's going to be even better. And I understand it feels like I understand it feels like a wrestling fan's wrestling game, but is that in terms of gameplay or game modes? Because modes is what we need. We do not need gameplay for these games. We need game modes. We need something to do. I don't want to be a fucking hip-hop artist in my career. I don't want to go work a 9 to 5 in my career. What gameplay, man? We need a great my career where you can choose what you want to do. I don't want to have to pay for every fucking thing. I don't want to have my player looking like a goddamn jobber when he wins the Universal Championship at WrestleMania. I want freedom. In my career. I don't want to have to look back at a flashback, and then when the flashback's done, that's all I did in my career. What a shit career.
Lame-ass career.
No. I want GM mode. I want to play against Sir K. I want to play. I want to play against somebody watching this shit right now. I want. Come on, man. It's not hard. It's not. You know how me and Sir K have been saying how fun it would be for like years if we can draft in a GM mode against each other. That shit would be fun as hell.
That shit would be great. I would love doing that shit.
Unbelievable, man. And all we're hearing about is fucking gameplay. Probably about a month before the fucking release, man. Gameplay. Oh.
Fucking bro.
Listen, man.
Gameplay
Just
was already good.
Exactly. I was gonna say. All I was gonna say was just give us good fucking game modes, please.
Just that's all you really fucking need, bro. You don't need fucking the smoothest. I don't need it to look like fucking Red Dead Redemption. I don't need it to fucking play like the best game I've ever played in my damn life.
I don't need it to play like Dying Light.
Exactly. I just want it to look good, play good. Most importantly, I want shit to do. And another thing, besides modes, which is the most obvious thing that game that fucking needs, is better career mode, because I have never completed one of their career modes and barely even got halfway through any of them. They're fucking insufferable. I have to fucking use a fucking Big Show finisher my whole fucking my career.
Alabama Slam.
Literally. Like,
Another thing is, those career modes you should not be able to finish. I finished all of them. I finished all of them from 2K16 and up, and I finished all of them in under a day, honestly. What the hell is a 7-hour career mode? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So for my whole career, you're giving me 7 hours worth of cutscenes.
like, there's so many things they gotta do besides gameplay. The gameplay was already good. Focus on, I don't know, maybe an actual backstage. They gave us a fucking hallway.
Oh my god.
2019. A fucking hallway.
In a parking lot that you can do anything in.
Oh, do anything. Except only certain matches and certain scenarios. But you could do anything. Okay. Man, what I want is shit to do. GM mode, first of all. Personally, an online GM mode too, to where I play with you or any other fucking person. I want an actual good career mode with a good story that isn't just cringy garbage. I want to be a professional wrestler that makes his way up. I don't want to be some fucking in my career. And I want to be able to look like an actual loser. I just want a good career. And it was, I think I genuinely had used the WMD as my finisher in the 2019 my career.
Really?
And that's all I had. They were my careers. Man, I think I was. Your character's slow as shit. Looks like shit. His entrance is. And played against actual online people. We learned way too late that it's all automated the second you get online, because they lose connection, we lose connections, and we're both facing bots against both sides. We're facing bots. Me and you thought we were whooping people's asses. It was just bots. Anytime it did work, the fucking losers would just spam shit. Fix your online servers too. The shit, even in the fucking launch of the game, their online servers are complete dog shit. Shit's ass. Man. And this year, with all these releases, even though they say we're gonna get most of the ones from the last set of releases, man, that fucking commuter creations better be going crazy. Because if not,
Oh
I
yeah.
probably won't even buy the game. If there's like no big community creations and not many people on the roster, even with GM mode, who the fuck am I gonna draft? Edge?
Shane O'Mac.
Shane. You're not gonna fucking play as.
We're gonna fucking draft Jake the Snake. Not even him. The Rock.
Not even him. Even the cool legends will be fucking gone. No Sting. Like, no Mark Henry. No Big Show. That sounds funny, but Big Show is actually fun to play in with these games. Put a bomb-ass moveset on the guy and it's hilarious. No Big Show. No man. This game is not looking too hot. It hits different. Oh, really? You know what? You know what hits different?
It's
hopefully the AEW game. Because
it's
this
yeah.
is not looking hot.
It's not looking too hot, man, and it's not even their fault so far.
Literally.
You know what I mean? The reason it's not looking too hot is because they have 0 on the roster, and they better hope they can keep majority of those people. They better hope.
They better hope.
Because, well, and even, you know, with an eye towards the future, who in the world is going to be in 2K23? Who?
Nobody.
Imagine the amount of people, and we got news on this up next, man, but the amount of people they're going to release?
Exactly. We're gonna have nobody. This shit'll be a fucking 20-person roster.
And have fucking be able to fucking draft Vince McMahon.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy. Lindsay Dorado.
If
Wow.
This was a wrestling fans video game, this shit would not be just a WWE game. This would be a wrestling game. AEW, WWE, all their rosters. That's a wrestling game. This is just gonna be a WWE 2K, bruh. And it's either gonna be a really bad one or a pretty good one. And I hope it's the latter, man. Because if it's not, then might as well sell the fucking rights to some other fucking game company. Because
Somebody.
somebody sell it to me. I'll fucking do better than it, and you motherfuckers will. So come on, bro.
Yeah, man. Speaking of people that might be released, I think this is everything before we get on to all this NXT shit. Well, we got some news on Adam Cole, which kind of ties into NXT, but a high level within WWE has reportedly spoken to Fightful following the latest set of releases Friday. The official noted that WWE entered a talent stashing mode in 2018. Does anybody remember that? I remember that.
Oh,
you remember that. The AEW effect. That's what that's called.
Yep.
Which would see them collect talent and launching performance centers worldwide. This was put in the background when NXT debuted on USA Network in 2019 before being dropped completely when the pandemic hit. It was also noted that the releases are a collaborative effort. However, Vince McMahon can put a stop to any of them. The releases will also remain a regular occurrence for WWE, despite not being a concern from 2016 to 2020. No shit that these are regular occurrences. Dude, they've been releasing and it's completely their fault. For the longest time, they've been pissing people off. They've been denying literally everybody's release request. Everybody, man. Everybody. They pissed so many people off and stepped on so many fucking people's toes, man, that, you know, this is completely their fault. This is completely their fault, man. Ridiculous, man. And everybody always says, oh, their AEW's just hoarding ex-WWE talent. Well, if WWE weren't such pricks and actually worked with people, maybe a lot of these people that we see in AEW wouldn't be seen as ex-WWE guys. You know what I mean? A lot of them don't. if anything, ex-NXT guys, I think, stands out more. Black, Andrade, FTR, a lot of those guys stand out as ex-NXT, the NXT darlings, as me and Sir K like to call them. But, you know, this is going to be a normal thing for WWE. I think all of us know this by now. It seems like every fucking week we get an update of more releases of shocking names. But they brought this completely on themselves. They brought this completely on themselves 110%, man. And
easy.
They were in the red, company-wise. And whose fault is that? They hoarded so much talent, it wasn't even funny, man. It wasn't even funny, but yeah, I mean, obviously this is going to be a normal thing for WWE, and what can I say, man? What can I say? These people are just going to become bigger pieces of shit than they already are with the release of more people. Obviously, the morale is just going to keep going down, and WWE, I think, is going to end up selling the company to idiots that are going to kill it. Do you guys think Disney is going to let Triple H have complete control of the company?
Oh no. God.
Come on, man. Come on, I hear that shit all the time. They're going to sell it to Disney, and then they're going to let Triple H have they're going to let Triple H run the day-to-day operations. You think Triple H's wrestling is a dark, gritty product. You think Disney is going to let Triple H have control of WWE? His wrestling, he is the best mind for it in the company, and that is completely against anything Disney would want to have under their belt. I guarantee you.
Exactly.
Especially Mickey Ash will be the next John Cena under Disney's fucking watch.
Easy, man. And speaking of Triple H, there was some news today that this company is trying to blame Triple H for all that stockpiling of wrestlers. They're fucking scapegoating
I heard that.
Triple H on all that. They're gonna, and a lot of people, and they're making it look good too, and it was all Triple H's fault. So even without selling the company, Triple H probably ain't getting no power. So where is this company going? Who is gonna run this thing? Yeah, if they don't sell, and we all know they're gonna sell. They're getting these releases. It's fucking basically a month and a half fucking cycle. Get some new releases.
Yeah.
What is gonna be this company? What is gonna be Raw?
So
Might as well make it a game show.
If they want to blame Triple H for all that happening, I seen that too, as a matter of fact. I forgot to put it in the news, but good thing you brought that up. But listen, man, if they want to go ahead and blame Triple H for hoarding talent, do you also want to go ahead and blame him for absolutely torching Raw and SmackDown in 2018? Do you want to blame him for that too? Do you want to blame him for one of the greatest years in professional wrestling because of NXT solely? Do you want to blame him for creating the greatest storyline in professional wrestling? People, blame Triple H. They always gotta point the fucking finger at anybody but themselves. I can't stand that shit about them, bro. It's always everybody but Vince, man. It's always everybody but Vince. It really is. Like, listen, Triple H gave you some of the most talented individuals on the planet. Some of them you still have to this day. And what are you doing with them? Because Triple H proved that they're moneymakers. Ricochet, Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, Seth. What have you done with him? I mean, these are guys, Triple H, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Apollo Crews. There's so many of these guys that Triple H brought up through the ranks of NXT, and majority of them have showed that they are money. That they're money.
Exactly.
And whose fault? And is it Triple H's fault because they fail on the main roster? How does that make any sense? He doesn't have power on the main roster. So how does that make any sense? How? That don't make no damn sense to me, man. Exactly. Exactly.
Dude, it makes no fucking sense, bro.
Blame
They're
him.
Putting all that blame on Triple H.
This
Shit on him, man. Shit.
I swear to God, man, when you hear him on those NXT TakeOver media calls, even though he's saying goon shit, you can tell he doesn't want to. You can tell he doesn't.
God, you can tell what's going on right now. And even new pictures of him I always see. He just looks unhappy. Remember
Yeah.
in 2018, anytime we would see the motherfucker,
He looks like a mark. Papa Mark.
He was Papa Mark. He was marking out all the time. Now
Bro,
look at him.
the infamous video of him and Shawn Michaels marking out to something they booked when Gargano beat Adam Cole at TakeOver New York in 2019. There was a chronicle on Triple H the day before Mania, or no, it came out later in the year, but it was the TakeOver the night before. This man was marking out as if he didn't know what was going to happen when Gargano won the championship. Him and Shawn Michaels, the both of them.
They were fucking going crazy. Oh shit, they were looking at each other. They just shocked the shit out of them. He wrote that shit down. You're like, yeah, that's just what we're doing, and you're just marking. And look at him now, bro. Every time we see him now, he's always.
He just don't look the same.
He really does. He does not look like he's enjoying this, bro.
He's trying to show passion, but he ends up just saying something stupid. You know what I mean? Because it's like he's trying to talk like NXT as good as it was in 2018, but you could just tell he's just upset. You could just tell.
Exactly.
You could just tell.
And
But
comes off as bitter towards everything else.
he does. He does, and.
Shit.
He really does. That's honestly why I never really held him to his stupid comment about the women wanting to work in WWE, because more than ever, I feel so bad for him.
Oh yeah, I feel.
I mean, look at the list, man. There's some guys we forgot about. You know what I mean? That Triple H did really good with, and they went up to the main roster and they were nothing. I mean, look at the guys we forgot about, man. Pac, I know he's been in AEW for a minute, but this was one of Triple H's guys. Austin Aries, once upon a time Baron Corbin, you know, Samoa Joe, Nakamura, you know, Finn. These are guys that were deemed the future of the business. Look at what was I gonna say? Ricochet. Look at Ricochet, man. Look at Ricochet. Gargano and Ciampa were so scared of the main roster, they had to hold their career back by staying in NXT forever. You know what I mean?
Bawling his eyes out when he had to come up. Yeah,
Aleister Black. I mean, guys like Drew. You know, he's one of the more better off ones, but you get the point. Andrade. I mean, look at that era of NXT, man. There's so many guys that, I mean, I can totally, and everybody, if you don't, you're just an idiot. Everybody's got to be feeling for this guy. I do. I know I do. I know I do.
So bad for him.
You could just tell. You could tell he's trying. He's trying to sound passionate because he doesn't want to he doesn't want it to come off like he's giving up on his own brand.
Exactly.
But you could tell he has, and it's sad. It's sad.
Trying to have hope, but he really does not at this point. And do you blame him? His guys, his own roster members are getting released, and he doesn't even know it until they are getting that call.
Yep.
From fucking Johnny Ace. They are getting the call, and he doesn't even know they are released yet.
Go release your pal.
How fucked up that is.
It's not you, it's me.
I don't know why it's you, but I gotta do my job. Like, man. Yeah, at least you're not that one motherfucker with the goddamn trash bag. Who was that again?
Mark Carano.
Trash bag. Oh yeah, Mark Carano, Mr.
All right.
Bro probably went to
Throw
Home
shit
Depot
in
and got
here.
one of those
One of those contractor bags, yeah.
Contractor bags, yeah. Those fucking 30-gallon ones. Shit ain't fucking right, bruh. Man,
Oh,
feel so bad
man.
for Triple H, man, and these releases, they just scare me. They scare everybody too. Like Vince
Yeah.
McMahon, he's fucking 2K up. He's fucking Triple H up. He's fucking like, think for 1 second before you release somebody, please, because you know Nick Khan, that motherfucker's too dumb to think before he releases somebody. Vince, it goes to Vince, and he just says yes to whoever it is. He doesn't give a fuck. How about if you look a second glance and see, you know, Aleister Black is really good, and he's in the middle of the storyline. I don't think we should do this. But instead, he just stamp, 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 stamp. You know that's what the motherfucker's doing. He ain't
It's like a
trying to
robot.
be looking at these names. Literally, he's a goddamn robot. Just got his fucking released, fucking stamped, and just every piece of paper he's getting. You think like just he's fucking everything up, and they're blaming Triple H. That's fucked up, and I could just imagine how Triple H feels because he can't really just up and leave. It's not like he's a fucking like, even though HBK is like a legend in this company, if he really wanted to, he could just up and leave. No loose ends. He could just up and leave. But Triple H, he's married to the motherfucker's daughter. You can't just up and leave. I mean, he can, but you know how fucking awkward that family reunion would be?
What's up, bro?
Damn. AEW is doing really good. We're doing NXT. We're in a good rivalry with AEW right now.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of viewers. What the fuck do you say? What do you say? And what would Stephanie's reaction be? You don't know how she stands on this. So,
Yeah.
I just feel bad for Triple H, man.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. I mean, the more money they lose out on is only AEW's gain, man. And you know, I understand AEW can't sign everybody, but people honestly have to look like it like this, because for some reason in my life, I keep hearing Tony Khan is going to run out of money. AEW is in the red because of their video game. Bro, do you understand the kind of money these motherfuckers are about to make back? I also heard that they couldn't sell out a stadium. That is complete bullshit. They sell out the United Center in 10 minutes. So,
Literally.
false. But listen, this is my thing with Triple H. For all these guys that he loves, and he knows are moneymakers, they're just going to line Tony Khan's pockets. And like I said, I know they can't take everybody, but people got to start looking at this. Come a couple years, Tony Khan's not re-signing a lot of these guys to deals. They're not. H2O, bye, majority of these people, bro. Literally. Scorpio Sky, please God, send that motherfucker to NXT. I mean, there's...
Do you really think best friends are gonna last?
I was gonna say that was what I was gonna say. I mean, yeah, they'll be without Orange Cassidy, but not like they add much to his act anyway. I mean, they add a hug while he's sitting there. You know what I mean? You guys got to think, man. AEW's not gonna hoard all this talent. They're gonna let people go. They're going to, and that's just how it is. So, are they running out of money? No. Were they in the red because of their video game investment? Yes, man. But look, just wait till these people gain what's the word I'm looking for? Wait till they gain time under their belt.
Exactly.
And TV deals start looking at that, and then they give them more money because they want the best wrestling product. Don't bet against the elite. Should we all have learned that by now? Shouldn't we all have learned that by now? Yeah,
Come on, bro.
they were a T-shirt company, man. Now look at them.
The reason they are in the red is how could you make money during the pandemic? It's surprising that company was able to survive 2020, and it did, and it's fucking thriving. Now that they're back making money from ticket sales, dude, being able to do a fan fest again, all this shit, weekly shows, now Rampage 2, they're gonna be selling tickets for. Come on, bro. Come on, and the multiple shows they're having that can have multiple TV deals. 2020 was just a low period financially for everybody, And with AEW, getting Punk, getting these new shows, Brian, come on, bro. That money is going to be coming to this company's pocket so hard. Like next year, starting then. Come on, bro. It's not even to mention what you were talking about. Eventually, when they get some TV deals.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Can you imagine the amount of viewership that a lot of these people are going to bring to AEW? Another thing is, you know they want to go all out for this video game. How long has it been since wrestling fans had a video game that we can get behind?
Exactly.
I don't understand the AEW hate. Like, I'm not saying I'm completely pro AEW, because trust me, you've heard us throughout this whole all-out build be complaining about this shit because we want the best show possible, but it's only because we want the best show possible.
I love AEW, and I want it to do great. It's not perfect, but it is pretty fucking good, and it's on track to be really fucking good. Would you see a Punk returning for WWE? Come on, bruh. Come on, especially how things have been going. Motherfuckers probably get released a year later. Like, come on, bro. What is the future? They aren't perfect, but what's the future, man?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. Anyway. Alright. Per Fightful Select, Adam Cole's meeting with Vince McMahon prior to SmackDown went well. Vince seemingly took a liking to taking a liking to Adam Cole. Get this, on a personal level. Pitches have been made for Adam Cole on both Raw and SmackDown if he decides to re-sign, but it has been made clear that he is wanted on the main roster. And then it ended up coming out that Adam Cole's main roster plans were, and I quote, not exciting. You don't think Adam Cole sees that? You don't think he sees that versus the possibility of him coming in and facing Omega night one, the guy that kicked him out of the Bullet Club?
Exactly, bro. Adam Cole's sitting there like, so, my plan for Raw is Goldberg. Okay. That is what that motherfucker probably said. Goldberg for Raw. You know what's for fucking SmackDown? A loss to Roman. Oh yeah, I would love to go to the main roster.
Yeah, no.
Come on, bro. I'd leave. I'd just straight up leave it.
I would. Oh, absolutely.
Fuck that shit. Especially the Goldberg one. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean,
suck a dick.
I genuinely think they don't really care if he leaves or not. I don't know why I'm getting that feeling. I feel like they are trying to get him to stay because maybe Triple H might have said something. Like,
he probably did.
What the fuck are we doing?
Stay.
But look, man, I mean, you never can trust Vince, and you know he does not see the value in Adam Cole whatsoever. You know he's trying to, but I don't think Vince McMahon not that I think, I know Vince McMahon does not view Adam Cole in the same light that Triple H does. You know Triple H thinks of that man as the second coming of a Shawn Michaels. Does Vince McMahon look at Adam Cole and think that? No, especially with their new prototype.
Yeah, their new fucking requirements backstage. They
got
the things marked on the wall, your height. They got your fucking age listed down.
Yeah, like you're about to ride a roller coaster. Are you tall enough for the ride? Step into gorilla.
You're like a fucking doctor asking for your health checkup. How old are you? How tall are you? Alright, get out. What the? God.
Yeah, man, but like I said,
height marked on the wall like you're a fucking child.
This is Adam Cole, and The fact that they don't have anything exciting for him just makes me laugh. He's wanted on the main roster for you tell him he's wanted on the main roster and then put plans in front of him that are quote unquote not exciting. I really hope we get to hear what those plans are. I swear to God, I hope we get to hear what those plans are. I would love to be a fly on the wall during those meetings. I really would.
Man,
I really would.
love it.
But
I would love to hear that bullshit.
but you know, you better come up with some exciting shit if you want him to stay. And the fact that these things aren't that exciting, like Sir K just gave you a perfect example. On one side, you're headed straight to a loss to Roman Reigns. Or what? What's your first program going to be? Against King Nakamura? And then on the other hand, you have, a program waiting for you against Goldberg? Why don't you give Bray Wyatt a call? He'll tell you all about his adventures with Bill. But
Exactly.
you think he looks at those two and then looks at the possibility of a surprise debut at All Out? Come on, man. Come on.
Like, who do you think he fucking is gonna go with?
Yeah.
Especially that shit.
And I'm just praying he knows this. And honestly, this has been a week, and we haven't heard about him resigning. And if he, I don't know, man. I think he might be out the door. Knock on wood. We're knock on wood, man. Knock on wood, but
Hopefully he's fucking out the door.
I think he might be out the door because most of these people, think about it, most of these people that re-sign with WWE usually do it without a bat of the eye. You know what I mean? Like Gallows and Anderson, they thought about it for a little bit, but Triple H eventually convinced them to stay. Cesaro, we never heard about him going back and forth with WWE management, trying to, figure out what is going to be here for him in terms of his career. But
He's just happy to be here.
but man, I just really hope that Adam Cole sees the light, and I think he does. I think he does, man. But hopefully we can. Hopefully we could see him in AEW because he is elite, man. He really is.
Oh,
He really is,
truly,
man.
Bro. Truly, man. And man, talking about Vince got to know him on a personal level. Vince knew Black on a personal level.
Yeah.
He
Mm-hmm.
still okayed his roots. He saw Vega as Stephanie released her ass and fucking he got her back, but he fired her husband as he got her back. What the? Just because you know Vince on a personal level don't mean shit. Triple H is the motherfucker's godson, or whatever, not godson.
Son-in-law.
Son-in-law.
Godson.
But
Triple H is his godfather.
he's fake as fuck to Triple H. They're
Yeah.
both around Triple H. You not see past that bullshit, bro. I know.
Look, Vince,
Past that bullshit, man.
that's his family. Like,
Exactly.
what the fuck?
What turbo family he's fucking over? You don't think he'd fucking do it?
I wonder if he kept. Yeah, I was gonna say. I wonder if he kept demoting him because Triple H was the only one that had a backbone.
Probably. Just I don't like how much he's telling me don't do this with these guys. Those rules, people start getting released. NXT starts fucking. They start losing faith in NXT. Remember when Triple? People not notice the pattern. Each set up. Vince McMahon would say, "No, it's bullshit. I'm not doing that," or "That's not gonna be good, Vince. That's not gonna be good." Look where he's at. Come on, bro. You stand up to Vince. He's not gonna like you. And you know Adam Cole's the type of motherfucker to speak his mind. Just, hey man, that don't sound good. Pink slip. Right there. That doesn't sound good. He just slides on that fucking pink slip. Come on, bro. I think Adam Cole smart enough to look past Vince's fake ass getting close to him. Those were probably garbage ass major plans on the main roster, quote unquote. So hopefully he knows that the biggest thing he could do is go to AEW, bro, because that's easily the biggest thing anybody can do at this fucking point in the business. So especially someone like Adam Cole with the history, the stories that could be told already. Come on, bro. Come on. Oh, shit.
What's up, bro?
There's a weird fucking notification on my computer. Oh, never mind. It fucking needs to update, but it'll do it after I restart it.
Oh,
I thought that was the Wi-Fi logo down there with the little fucking red button. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, you were getting a little fuzzy for a minute. But yeah, man. I mean, Adam Cole. I think he knows what to do. I really do. And this could be AEW, setting all aside. One of the things they could do, they have multiple plans, so if they could be planning for Adam Cole, but if he slots out, then you could slot Daniel Bryan in there for All Out, because something's happening to Christian Cage. There's no fucking way. There's no way. And I think when Kenny comes back, he'll finish it up and go after the Impact belt that Christian Cage took from him. But that cannot happen in the main event, bro. It cannot.
No.
That shit is trash.
No. I ain't accepting it.
Speaking of those NXT releases, Dave Meltzer has confirmed that Triple H and Shawn Michaels did not pick the NXT cuts. Vince McMahon, Bruce Pritchard, and John Lewis did. NXT lost the war, and they're going to change back toward an older style of development. Big guys and young guys.
Oh. Okay.
I guess that goes with this. Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess that goes with this story. WWE no longer want small guys or anyone over 30 in NXT. Dave Meltzer revealed on the latest Wrestling Observer Radio that a source inside WWE had told him that WWE higher-ups have stated that they want no more midgets or anyone over 30 in NXT, as they now only want bigger, younger talent to build into stars. Meltzer also noted that more releases are likely coming. This is my theory. Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard and John Laurinaitis are old heads, alright? And Nick Khan is going to do whatever he can, follow their orders, and fuck this company up even worse. WWE has this idea that these tall meatheads are
instant classics.
Are
Instant stars.
instant stars. WWE likes this moniker, and they use it all the time, larger than life. You know what I mean? And in their mind, fans won't freak out if they see Adam Cole on the street because he's the size of a normal dude. But if you've seen Omos, wow, what a spectacle. He's 7'3". Nobody gives a fuck, bro. We're in the 1980s. What the hell?
Exactly.
And besides, that list of people, they don't want anybody over 30 in NXT. Samoa Joe could possibly be looking at going back to a commentary gig, I heard.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They scammed that motherfucker then. They got his...
If they do that, that is the most petty shit I've ever heard of, man.
Yeah.
But look at the list, man.
Who the fuck is gonna win this
Anybody over 30 in NXT. Gargano, Ciampa, Adam Cole. I believe Kyle O'Reilly. They just let go of Bobby Fish. Bronson Reed was young. I don't know where the hell that came from. Maybe because he was too fat to Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon, probably.
Even though Bronson Reed is fucking incredible. Austin Theory's young. He's like 24.
How tall is he though? Is he above 6 feet? I think he is.
Ciampa, yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
Okay, he's safe then.
Ciampa is another one.
Easy.
I don't know about Swerve, but dude, this isn't looking good, man. This is not what brought them to the dance whatsoever. Not at all. And they want to go back to a smaller show. Who asked you to put the show on a bigger scale? Because as far as I'm concerned, all of us would have been fine with NXT staying on the WWE network at 1 hour. As far as I'm concerned, that would have been a war. That would have been a war.
Exactly.
Whatever we got was not. This is ridiculous, man. I hate hearing shit like this. How do you look at a guy like Gargano or a guy like Ciampa and think midget? Over 30. No use. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Exactly. Two of the guys that had the greatest storyline in professional wrestling's history. Midget? Are you kidding?
Midget. Okay. It's not like they're my height or fucking Marco Stunk's height. Stunt.
Marco Skunk.
Fucking height of just a normal ass fucking person. What you are, what fucking our dads, like, that's how tall they are. What the fuck? They're just normal. They're the size of a normal person, but they're just great in the ring. They don't have to be this fucking attraction that Vince McMahon wants everyone to be. And the wrestlers hate that shit. You know how much Andre hated being just this attraction to look at?
Right.
You know how much Big Show probably hated it? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Just
you know how weird Almost probably feels?
Oh, he probably feels so fucking weird.
It's because they treat him just like he's just... When have they made Almost feel like other than just some real tall dude?
Exactly. They treat him like a fucking prize in a museum. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this tall person. What else can you tell me about him? He is tall. He is very tall. Like, dude, come up with something. If he's just tall, then why is he... They just make these people these museum attractions instead of actual great professional wrestlers, man. And that moniker just fucking sucks, man. And NXT going back to, like, really developmental. I mean, I've already heard also today that they're completely canceled any type of touring for NXT.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
That should stay in the CWC, Capital Wrestling Center. NXT
is dead.
I think genuinely this might be the last takeover, cause
you think so?
They don't want to do nothing big. Well, literally,
I could see it.
I could see them going back.
I could see it.
Very small takeovers.
Right, like in the yeah, yep.
In the very beginning, they were going back to that, and that's sad. Because at one point, NXT was bigger than the main roster.
Yeah.
Now look at it. Now you're sabotage. And I don't think Vince, you sabotaged the brand because you were petty and it was performing better, and now you're blaming Triple H and
for some
NXT.
Yeah, for something that he fucked up.
Literally. That makes no fucking sense. Motherfuckers delusional shit. They think it's the 80s where we want to see some fucking muscly, giant, tan fucking idiot who's fucking racist, fucking Hulk Hogan. I want to see that shit. I want to see actual great wrestling, bro. That's all I want to see. That's what AEW giving me. That's why people like AEW.
WWE has just refused to change with the times. Plain and simple.
Exactly.
Plain and simple.
It is, man. It's gonna be their downfall. That they can't change with the goddamn times. Shit ain't right.
Yeah, man. And as of a result of this news coming out, it was reported, per WrestleVotes on Twitter, tensions were running high backstage at the CWC ahead of tonight's NXT. This comes after a dozen NXT wrestlers were released. The mood at the PC, this was their tweet. This is one of their tweets. The mood at the PC today ahead of tonight's NXT show. Oh boy, tensions running high. Look, tensions running high to say the least. How can you not? If I'm Gargano and I absolutely have been bleeding black and gold since 2016 for 5 years, and all of a sudden I'm looked at as a midget that's over 30.
Like
that, if that's not the biggest fuck you ever, I don't know what is. And I feel so bad for Triple H because he's probably the guy that has to deal with them. You know what I mean? And have to
like, what do we do?
And have to give them these stupid ass answers.
Bullshit reasons, exactly.
If I'm Ciampa, and I was the greatest heel, arguably ever, and I did that under this brand, and all of a sudden I'm looked at. Exactly, and that's another thing too. The guy had to fucking go through neck surgery. He broke his goddamn ankle for this brand, and all of a sudden he's looked at as a midget that's over 30. If I'm Adam Cole and Bobby Fish, and like I said, bled the black and gold, had arguably the greatest faction of the modern era, arguably. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's the Shield and the Wyatts and, you know, other factions like that and stuff. But arguably one of the best factions of the modern era. Arguably one of the best factions ever. And all of a sudden, I'm looked at as an old midget? Are you kidding? Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa. The three-headed monster that was NXT in 2018. And they're looked at as over 30 old midgets. You gotta. There's.
That's
you
so
got
disrespectful.
That is so. Like Sir K just said, bro. Tommaso Ciampa broke his fucking neck for this goddamn brand.
When he was wrestling injured with his neck, it hurt to do anything. Anytime he would feel that pain in the back of his neck, that's why he fucking would stop at the ring and hold his neck. It looked cool, and people loved it, and he still does it now because it's, you know, one of his things. But like, he did it because he was in pain, and he wrestled through it. He wrestled until he genuinely couldn't anymore, and he went away for surgery and came back like 5 times earlier than he normally would have. And this is how you treat him? I would be fucking livid if I was Tommaso Ciampa, bruh. What kind of fucked up shit is that?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, the three-headed monster that was NXT in 2018 are just old midgets all of a sudden. Get the fuck out of here, man. That is bullshit. And as we wrap things up, we kind of covered this last week, but per PW, and this kind of just, I mean, it goes along with everything we've been talking about, but per PW Insider, there is a lot of talks of internally. There are a lot of talks internally of NXT undergoing a major redesign, including new logo, new lighting, a different format, and a larger focus on younger talent. The NXT releases tonight appear to be a part of those changes. But at the end of the day, Samoa Joe is still going to be the NXT champ.
Exactly.
They're most likely going to lose Adam Cole. What about Pete Dunne? No, Pete Dunne's very young. Pete Dunne is very young.
Yeah, he's young. And I don't think he's like short to most. I think he's like 5'11".
Yeah, I think he's like 5'10" or 5'11".
Close enough. Exactly. To them, it's close enough. You
That's
know
true.
What I mean?
Yeah, but
like,
man,
what the fuck?
How are they going to? You know, They did nothing but make Triple H look like a bitch. They had him. He was gonna go head to head with NXT Takeover and that New Japan show, Super Card of Honor, the one that ended up sucking. Remember that one? Or we watched Matt fucking Taven in the main event. Never forget that motherfucker. But anyway, they made him pull out of that event and move that day of Takeover to a Thursday. And that makes who look like a bitch? Not Vince. Triple H.
No.
He looks like an idiot.
He backed out.
Um,
And they made him do a takeover to counter program a WWE or not an AEW like a
Fight for the
charity
Fallen.
show.
Let's Fight for the Fallen.
They made him
Yeah,
counter
they
program
made
that.
they made him. Yeah, they made him run an Evolve show, something that was never done before that and never done after that, to counter program a charity show.
Just to make him look like an asshole.
And you forced him to the USA Network, and we all know, nobody can tell me for a second that he wanted to do that, because he didn't.
Oh, no.
You know he didn't. He was comfortable with his format. The talent loved it. He loved it. It was fine and dandy. It was fine and dandy, man.
Don't change what ain't broken. And
You-
it's not broken.
Damn near forced this man up to put this shit on a bigger scale. You go ahead and sabotage the brand yourself, always pulling people from the roster, doing this and this. You could clearly tell the Vince McMahonisms in the show. They made a Tony Khan character in Robert Stone and made him look like a complete idiot. Shit we would never see on NXT, we start seeing. And
Like,
you sabotage his show and then blame it on him and then say we need to bring this down a notch. You're hoarding talent. You have too many midgets. You have too many old motherfuckers.
it's all your fault.
Well, maybe if you let Samoa Joe wrestle, maybe if you treated people right, then Gargano and Ciampa would want to leave and go up.
Exactly.
How is that his fault?
Literally. How the fuck is that his fault, bro?
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I promise you, I have never felt more sorry for him. I really haven't.
truly.
Somebody who just completely revamped WWE wrestling.
Exactly.
It was
He
great.
made it so great.
It was great.
The best.
He
The
took
best. That was the best shit I've ever seen.
Vince McMahon's sports entertainment image, made it a little more dark, made it a little gritty, showed people that it can work, and mixed it with just pure pro wrestling, and it was fantastic. It was fantastic.
Perfect.
You know what I mean?
Miss watching
He did
the
sports.
NXT.
Oh, I miss it, bro. I
I
miss it.
miss it so fucking much.
He
Come on, bro.
took Vince McMahon's concept and did it better than he did. He took sports entertainment and made it
Perfect.
amazing.
Perfect fucking mix of wrestling and sports entertainment. He did it perfectly. And you fucked it up and you blame it on him?
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
fuck, man. What the fuck? Man. Vamp it. Again, when they already got this new logo and shit. They want to make another new logo, new lighting, new sets. You know they want to small it the fuck out, make it feel even fucking smaller since they're devolving and going back to more developmental shit. What the fuck is NXT gonna be? What the? Are you gonna make it a game show again? What the fuck you doing? Oh man, I just feel bad for Triple H. I feel bad for all the fucking NXT originals, bro. Adam Cole, Gargano, Ciampa, the rest of the UE, fucking Aleister Black, Andrade. Look how they were all treated by Vince McMahon. Absolute fucking shit, and that is such bullshit. That's fucked up. I feel so bad for Triple H. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man, that's That's all I got, man. That's all I got. That's it for my takes, man. You got anything else?
I think I'm good, man. I think we got the point across, but
Cool, bro.
Triple H,
Yeah,
man.
we've been going hard on NXT for like 45 minutes. So,
literally most of the episodes.
yeah, but listen, bottom of the line, fuck Vince McMahon, fuck Nick Khan, fuck Bruce Pritchard, and John Laurinaitis is just doing his job. Is that idiot?
Another thing, apparently from the news we talked about earlier, he helped pick the names.
Exactly. So how are you gonna sit on the phone and be like, I don't know why, I'm just doing my job.
You lying motherfucker! What kind of? Oh man, they're lucky.
Fuck all four of them.
How do we not? Exactly. Fuck them all.
But
that's just fucked up.
more than ever, I just feel so sorry for Triple H. I swear to God,
Man.
I genuinely feel so sorry for that poor man. You know, ridiculous,
It
man.
really is, man.
I feel so sorry. So much greatness, man, for nothing.
Exactly.
Um,
Feel sorry for the whole NXT roster too.
Ciampa, Gargano, Cole, Bobby Fish.
You treat me like shit for carrying this company on your back. What kind of fucked up shit is that, man? That's just fucked. That's just really fucked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. But without any further ado, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Sales Podcast, man. Another banger of an episode from the IWC's Best Kept Secret. Here we are, man. Here at the Notorious Sales Podcast. We got the best up and coming podcast in the game, man. But it has been a pleasure, always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Sales Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted.
Peace.